So, originally, I made an hour-long video on Castlevania, and YouTube took it down multiple freaking times. And only one person wound up seeing the video. Me. So, to try and appease the YouTube gods and try to pretend I can talk about stuff I like, here we are with bad editing and shit audio. Enjoy! So, Castlevania Nocturne is a show that is riddled with controversy and lack of hype for its return in January of 2025. And it's funny that just 2 years ago, this show caused the internet to crack, with people either saying the show was good, and anyone who disagreed was racist, or that the series was a badly constructed shit show with, racist comments. Now, personally, I never liked extremes, and I like being the devil's advocate. So I want to propose myself as a neutral party. Regardless, to answer the question in the title, was Nocturne good? Yes and no. If I had to weed through the 9-month-old of incels versus copium-high Wokians, the basic rundown is this. Castlevania the game versus the Netflix series is very different, as all adaptations are. The game series has a very repetitive story of Belmont of the Month fighting Dracula constantly, spawning by whatever reason he's back. Belmont in this regard is the family of vampire hunters who specialize in killing Dracula, the main villain in the game series. The games usually go through members by generations, akin to JoJo, with each specific game and story relating to one specific relative, first being Leon, then Trevor, then Christopher, etc. Basically, each game gives a Belmont a chance to strut his stuff and do his own weird shit. With the games having lots of Belmonts and friends as characters, you'll know that the plots of the games are generally simple as hell. Go through the levels, fight a boss, then kill a Dracula, and save the pretty girl. Simple and plain. However, Netflix Castlevania wants to explore the politics and lore of the world, a la Game of Thrones, beginning with Trevor. Trevor was the second in line and was the one who made family connections for future descendants to use, like Alucard being the family friend to kill Dracula and shit. So, Trevor was the MC in Castlevania, with Season 1 and 2 being hailed as the best, then Season 3 and 4 being hailed as the worst. Now, why did a show with such a basic game premise drop in quality from Seasons 1 and 2 to 3 and 4? I'll tell you how. It was directing attention from the main character to the background characters. 1 and 2 were great because it focused on Trevor and company, building up their friendship and had a simple plot. Kill Dracula. 3 and 4 had a meh feeling because we didn't have a clear direction in Season 3 and a villain with no time to warm up to in Season 4, thus ending it in a mid-tier mess. Also, the main characters were all separated, which made them have less screen time compared to the Giga Chad developed background characters, making us, the viewers, like the background characters more so than the main. Type F in chat. Anyways, Nocturne never repeated this trend whatsoever. Alright, Season 1 of Nocturne basically went like this. Richter, who was like the poster child of the games, basically watched his mommy die and went to France where he acted out his issues against vampires and shit. In France, vampires are working with the church and slave masters to bring forth the vampire messiah, Erzabet. The story is good, but it didn't evenly distribute screen time with quality amongst characters. In sum, Annette, proactive, smart, and has one of the most badass kills in the series so far, good character. Olrox and Mizrock having a relationship where it explores colonization, religious hypocrisy, and being passive thanks to cynicism, good shit and I love it. Maria is annoying and dumb as fuck, I hate it. Tara being a mother who cares for her family and will do anything for her kids, Maria and her adopted son Richter, good shit and loved it. Hell, add in Edward going from SoundCloud rapper to being the voice of a revolution and finding his humanity despite the rich and the church dehumanizing him? Hell yeah. But what sucked? Okay, so 2 notes for Richter giving the Gook Gook 9000 because he sucks. Remember all those characters from earlier that were great? Well, they took a lot of screen time from Richter, the main character. So the curse of Season 3 and 4 of Castlevania continues to Nocturne. And remember JoJo? So far, there are 9 JoJos, with 6 out of the 9 having their own animated individual series. And there are technically 9 Belmonts, and Trevor was number 2 out of the 9, and Richter is number fucking 7? We skipped so many freaking Belmonts and gave little to no opportunities for the main character to develop, and he's the mascot of a fucking game franchise to boot. Jesus Christ! Now, Richter does get development from episodes 7 and 8, but dear God, as a Richter fan, 1 through 6 is just a slog. But at least he gets something good. That'll be explained in another video, so here's your obligatory subscribe thing and shit. If you want, you can even ring the bell. Surprise me. So, I'm not going to harp too much on Richter. We got Season 2 around the corner, so it could give him much-needed screen time. But my God, do I have a personal bone to pick with...
You didn't want me to know I had an actual fucking grandfather.
No, I didn't. You might expect things from me. Advice, encouragement, birthday presents. Who the hell wants that?
Just sucks. More at 11. But that's one of the biggest sins of Nocturne. When given time, the writing is spot on. But when neglecting time, then the characters feel short and dumb, and Richter, the main character, is in the crossroads. So if you're a fan of the games, yo, Richter kinda got the boot. If you wanted a variety of characters in different time periods, you get the boot. If you wanted a plot that is simple and not riddled with complicated plot shenanigans, you get the boot. And if you wanted mommies galore, we got 20. But we sure as hell got no daddies, that's for fucking sure. Overall, the series gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I recommend Season 1 if you want to join the hype train to see Richter actually do something, but I don't blame you if you don't care for it. And I'll talk about Richter soon, but I gotta figure out what the hell to do with YouTube first. I'm proud to say that the series didn't suck because of Richter losing screen time, or Annette turning black. No. It's Abbott Emanuel's bitch ass.